Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
You know, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ. Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The ball is hustled to the line to crank up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on third down. Snags the quick throw. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. First down and 10 now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Movement here from the tight end. And the back gets the football. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down to this offense.
And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Now it's second down.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to Old Reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He can't stop him. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
And the Vols line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Nope. In there. Ball spotted at the 2 again.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He makes the catch. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So the Gators offense gets their first crack now. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They stop him, but it's a first down. Receivers are bunched together. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
He escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Try and muscle for the first down. The Gators want to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Running back has it on the screen now. Really solid first down game. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. He stopped and gets a first down.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running back.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of that one. And the Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Short pass finds the tight end. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The Vols will send the punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make the play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver grabs it, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and goal, handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Gators.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made over the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Vols come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
A short completion of the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, get a little bit closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. They mix it up with a run. Breaks free. Good enough for first down yardage.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made in space without touchdown. Dogs. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the Gators looking to keep this drive moving. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Tackle is made. That's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Back to throw again. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. Football comes out. Ball scooped up on the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Launching one to the end zone. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Florida offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and get into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. With the catch, it's Roberts. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and he can't make the catch across the middle. It'll bring up second down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous.
He'll take a deep shot. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He can go. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. This will likely be the last play of the half. No press here. The defense backing away. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A deep shot to the left side. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And the Vols will kick it off to begin the second half.
14.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He dumps it off to the tight end. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. A direct snap. Look out, room to run here. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick throw, the catch is made. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Gators are on the move here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Hey, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Great call here going that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. The Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Volunteers, to put them on top now. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference national championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Jordan brought down, sets up the next drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. 2nd down after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. He gets loose. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking right, this one caught. The tackle is made, but not before he makes the 33-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Vols will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Brought for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Design quarterback run. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. We get to the end of the 3rd. We have a conference championship classic on our hands. Let's check out the stats real quick. Let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They're going to run it. Across the 40. Gets into space at the 50. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. Breaking tackles. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Touchdown, Tennessee. What a
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They bring them down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Offense in a split backfield now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Volunteers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught by the receiver. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the Vols looking to run some tempo here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Vols. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation to put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Tennessee, 38, Florida, 31.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? Off it out to Yo. The quarterback looks to his right. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Same tailback, another carry. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Football's loose, and the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Leaning on the run game here late. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Williams. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
On 1st down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, they put a lot of points into it, but the offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to understand that this defense...